When did you first become familiar with the Smallbone story? I think we all know Rebecca St. James for King and Country, the lights, the music, the albums, the hits. When did you first become familiar with the Smallbone family?
You know, I met Joel and Luke when I was co-hosting The View.
Oh, wow.
And they came and performed for my 40th birthday, which I won't say how long ago that was. And that's when I first met them. Like you said, I've loved their music for so long, as well as Rebecca's. And I probably didn't realize the story of their family growing up with 7 kids, coming from Australia to the U.S., having lost everything. I don't think I knew that actual story until about 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You played the character Kay Albright, which I think they're a little suspicious of you and your husband and how you embrace them. What can you tell me about who she is?
Well, Kay is such a beautiful person inside and out. I got to meet the real Kay on set when we were filming the movie, and she really did have a just wonderful influence within their family and was there for them with her husband and helped them get back up on their feet. And she's a woman that really involved her community as well as her church, but she reached out and truly did embrace them. And she is a very funny woman. She's almost like a comedian, I would say, today. So it was a hoot. It was just lovely to get to know her.
Do you think she saw something special in them?
You know, the answer to that is I don't know. And Kay is the type of person that whether she saw something special or not, she would help them. And I think that's what's so beautiful. But I think in getting to know them, she and her husband did realize that there was something special about their family. And one of the greatest lines of the movie, I think, is that they say, you know, your family isn't in the way. Your family is the way. And that was taking a good hard look at what was right in front of them within their own family and the talent that they had and pouring into that.
So I have to ask, this is a fluff question. Was it easy to adopt the country accent?
It was, because I have a lot of Southern friends, and I do spend a lot of time in the South and in the Midwest states. However, I didn't want to get it wrong. There's so many just kind of specific dialects within the Southern states. So I have a wonderful co-star, Lucas Black,
yes,
who is from Alabama. So I was trying to match his accent as much as I could, but it felt a lot to me. But they said that was what they wanted.
No, it comes over very well. So considering they're in the entertainment industry, and I know you and your family are as well, did you relate to their story? I mean, their struggles?
Yeah, very much. I mean, I didn't have the same type of upbringing in terms of with my family having lost it all, but we're a family of 4, and even embracing the entertainment industry when I was a kid and my parents really not knowing anything about it, they were very protective. And so we took that journey together. And within the parents' relationship and David and Helen, the mom and dad, wanting to protect their children and their daughter, Rebecca, in her desire to be in the music industry, I very much related to that with my own family. But even more so, I really related to Helen as a mom. And in my experiences in life and watching the film, I really felt like Helen was the unsung hero who made those tough choices to pour into her family, no matter how devastating the moments felt at the time. And I feel like there's a lot of parents, moms and dads, that can often feel like the unsung hero because you just do so many things in life and to provide for your children and be there for them. And, you know, they're not always recognized. Very rarely are they recognized and applauded, but that's the will and fight and drive of a parent.
How relevant do you think their story is today, and how possible do you think it is for someone who watching and seeing the struggles of their family with those kinds of dreams to do it today?
Yeah. Well, I think all things are possible with God. I do believe that it's all about the heart and the motivation. I know that so many people will relate to this film because there's so many characters in this movie that you will find yourself within one of them. And especially if you have a family that immigrated to the U.S. or maybe your grandparents immigrated, you will relate in some way to the struggles of that. I know that has deeply touched a lot of people who have watched the film. And then, if you're a young person watching this movie, I think you're going to relate to just how it feels to be a teenager, a mom and dad, and that whole relationship and just finding a way to pursue your dreams.
I'll end with this. What advice would you give to parents trying to foster that dream in their children, like you've done with yours and like the Smallbones did with theirs? What advice would you give them?
Yeah. Well, I love that throughout all of it, they did it together as a family. I mean, the Smallbone family still, they are a family entity in the music industry in that their dad still manages them. Their youngest brother still manages them. Their brother Daniel is the lighting director for their shows. I mean, it's pretty incredible that they all do it as a family, but having a family that is supportive, but also looking out for your best interest. So if you're mom and dad, don't be blinded by the lights and the good things that people will tell you. Make sure that you are protecting your children first.
Oh, beautiful. Great advice. Thank you so much. Great to talk to you. Excellent job in the film. Looking forward to watching it with my family now.
Thank you. I hope you do and enjoy it.